What's up, everyone? My name is Marie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I am building a family home, a colorful family home. At least that's what I was trying to go for. So yeah, and I built this in Windenburg on one of the more foresty lots. I really enjoy those lots. I think they're so beautiful. Just look at the surroundings. You can see that sometimes in this build. As I'm going, you can just see the background and you can see the view, and it's just so beautiful. And it really, for some reason, it really reminds me of like going on vacation as a kid. I mean, I am from Europe. I am Dutch. And I think they based this world off Europe. I don't know exactly which part or which country, but I think that's where they got the inspiration from, if I'm not mistaken. But it really definitely gives me those vibes. Like, it really reminds me of going on vacation as a kid, which is why this world, for some reason, is so relaxing to me. Because it just, it inspires me to build these cottage kind of homes that I really enjoy building as well. So that's what I'm doing in this build as well. As I mentioned, this is a family home. It had been a while since I built a larger family home, especially with the tiny living stuff back coming out. All I've been building is just smaller homes, which is something that I genuinely enjoy doing. I like doing smaller builds because it just inspires me more, and I just enjoy that more. But for this build, it really was time for me to build a larger home for a change, which I also really enjoy from time to time, just not as often as I enjoy building smaller builds. But this one I really quite enjoyed because I was challenging myself to build something more colorful. I tend to do more neutral colored builds, which, I don't know, I just really love neutral colors, and it just makes me, I don't know, I really just like neutral colors. I don't know really what else to say about it. But for this build, I was trying to be a little bit more colorful for a change, and I think I did succeed in that very well. Obviously, the landscaping is going to help with that as well. I use lots of flowers and lots of colors. But this build, it's definitely more colorful than anything else I've ever built, in my opinion, because it has a few different colors. I use some blues and some yellows and some orange tones on the outside. So that really was a lot of fun. And I was fiddling around with the shape of this house for the longest time because I didn't use any reference pictures or I didn't have any specific style in mind for this one. I just sat down and started building because I felt like being creative and just not trying to build anything, just sit down and build and see whatever happens. And this is what happened, and I did end up really enjoying it. I'm just placing the windows, and it's a larger home. The floor plan, as always, turned out to be a little bit awkward. It always does when it comes to larger builds or even the smaller builds. I don't know, I'm just not the best at doing floor plans and laying out builds, and for this one, as I mentioned, it turned out a little bit awkward, but still it really worked out because I wanted this build to look like an older house that has been in the family for like generations. And maybe as the years went by, like different generations like changed different little things in the house. They upgraded little things in the house. And so that's the vibe that I was trying to go for, is that not everything inside the house like really matches or really makes sense. Because probably lots of different generations have already lived in this house and tried to make it their own. So that's what the family that's living in this house right now in my storyline that I created in my head also did. So yeah, but you'll see that once we move on to the interior of the house. And as far as the storyline goes for this house, I didn't really think of anything too specific, but as soon as I started building this house, it did give me the vibes of like a very creative family, like a very creative and colorful family, because the house is a little bit more colorful. I think using blue on the outside of homes is very common for lots of builders, for lots of Sims builders. I think like the classic blue suburban and everything, but I never tend to use blue on the outside of homes. I don't know. But for this one, I really wanted to, and I love that light, like pastel blue in combination with the like more red brown brick that I used. That color combination is so pretty. And then I used the light yellow, like pastel yellow fencing around there on the porch. And I think that is very beautiful. I think the color combination of blue and yellow is very pretty. It's one of my favorite color combinations. So yeah, I was thinking if I'm going for a more colorful build, I might as well just use some blue and some yellows and just, see whatever matches with that. And I was going through the debug catalog for the landscaping in the first place because I did want to try to at least keep an eye on the money because I never do that in my builds. I think, honestly, I don't really have a clue because I literally never check how expensive my builds are. But when I open the gallery and I look at what I uploaded, or I just need to check something real quick or something, I see the price of my home that I built, and it's so expensive. They're always so expensive. But yeah, I just when I build, I usually do not want to have any limits. I just want to build whatever I feel like building and use the items that I want to use. I don't want to limit myself in that way, which is something that I want to try soon. I don't know when exactly, but it is definitely on my list of things to do. I really want to try and build a home on a budget. I have done that once before, but yeah, it just for some reason stresses me out a little bit. I don't know why. I don't like keeping an eye on money in real life. So I don't want to do it in The Sims either, even though that is the whole gaming aspect of it. Just keeping an eye on your money. But yeah, for some reason, I never do that. And for this home, I definitely didn't do that either. And I also think clutter and everything and like wall decorations are very expensive in the game. But those are the things that I love using the most. So I always use lots of clutter and lots of like quote unquote art pieces on the wall and everything. So that's what I did for this house as well. So as soon as I started decorating the house, I just decided, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to be keeping an eye on the money. I'm done. Because I had all these walls and all these bookcases and everything that I wanted to clutter up. So yeah, I forgot about the money right then and there. But that's okay. I think the home really ended up looking very cozy and very family-like and very I don't know, just very cozy. And I love the wallpaper that I have, the more like beigey, yellowy, warm color that's on the wall. I really enjoy that in combination with the darker wood floor that I have in this build right now. Yeah, so I was definitely trying to go for furniture pieces that I don't normally tend to use. For example, the couch and the chairs and those bookcases. I never actually use those pieces, but I tried to go for overall like more lighter wood tones in the furniture. Obviously not for everything, because I didn't want everything to be very matchy. I wanted it to be a little bit more mismatched in this house because, yeah, for example, in the end, I changed out the chairs in the living room. Right now, they are the same as the couch, like they match the couch. but I switched them out for the tiny living ones I think in the black swatch, if I'm not mistaken. But I did that on purpose, and I don't necessarily like the way it matches because it doesn't match. It's kind of mismatchy, but that's what I was going for. I wanted it to look like this family maybe are like upgrading their home and their furniture like piece by piece, and maybe they did have the money to switch out the older looking, less comfortable chairs for new ones that are actually more modern looking and more comfortable, but they didn't have the budget to also buy a new couch, for example. So they just try to update their home piece by piece. And I was going for this table with the mismatched, or obviously they're the same chairs but in different colors, which I thought was really cute and playful and just really suits the color scheme of this house. This is not actually the dining table. This is the arts and crafts table. I was a little bit inspired by the community voted stuff back that we're getting, the arts and crafts one. I really wanted to create an arts and crafts corner, but obviously we don't really have any stuff really that really works for that as far as gameplay goes. But I can at least make it look like it's an arts and crafts corner. So I put lots of pictures and crafts around, and it's just. As I was saying, I imagined this home to be for a very creative family. So maybe one of the parents is a painter or freelance artist, which is why I created this little corner where I put the easel and some painting decorations and everything. Because I think, as I mentioned, one of the parents is probably a painter. I don't know what the other parent would do, but probably also something creative, maybe like a writer or something. I think that would really suit the family in here. And then as far as the kids go, I did imagine them to be, here you can see me changing out those chairs. It's still kind of matchy. I mean, the pillows are like the orangey yellow, which really suit the wood tone that is in the couch. I always look for like little things that match. I don't want the furniture to be too random and too mismatched. I do look for like little details that would match and just, just all tie it in a little bit. But as I was saying, I'm going all over the place. I'm sorry. As I was mentioning, the kids, I think the kids are very creative as well, and they just really like arts and crafts, and they like to be crafty and draw things, and just, I think they're the creative kind of kids. And I did have a kid and a teen in mind for this family, and I did imagine them to be girls. Obviously, that doesn't matter. It could be any gender. But that's what I had in mind. And you can kind of see that in the way that I furnished their bedrooms. But you'll see that later on. So, by the way, I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little bit raspy. I don't know what's going on. My voice feels a little bit tired for some reason. Which, I mean, I am a little bit tired, so that is probably why. But if you're thinking that my voice sounds a little bit tired or raspy, that's probably why. I'm sorry if that bothers you. But that's just how it is. I also put some beams on the ceiling because I think that really gives it that like rustic look and feel, like it's an older, very rustic home. I always forget about using beams, but then whenever I watch like someone else's speed build or just speed builds on YouTube, and I see someone do that, I'm always like, that looks really great. That really gives it that finishing touch that I really, that I really like. Now I am moving on to the kitchen. I was not sure about the color scheme in the kitchen for the longest time. I went for this color scheme, but I ended up changing the wall for that white brick that's on that one wall right now. I think I put that everywhere. And in here, I tried to go for I left it like that, but I tried to go for the more like gray swatch of that countertop that I never actually tend to use, but I really enjoy it. I think it's such a pretty color, and it looks great with that like washed out, almost white wood tone that I picked for the cupboards on the wall, or the cabinets, I mean. So yeah, I think that the color scheme in the kitchen is very soft and very pretty, and it actually matches quite well. And I just got a bunch of clutter out of the catalog, and I started cluttering up the kitchen. That is the way that I like to clutter up bigger spaces like this, is I just go through the catalog and I just pull out every little piece of clutter that I want, and I just put it on the floor, and then I start cluttering up, which saves me a lot of time because I just go through the catalog one time for like 5 minutes or so, and I pick out everything that I want to use, and that just saves me lots of time. Also, you could see me put like debug coffee cups, like the white mugs, on the shelf. I don't think these are the kind that go bad. I don't think these will go smelly, so I'm pretty sure your Sims will leave them there if they can even reach them. I'm not sure, but if they do go smelly, I'm sorry. But you can just click and drag them to the trash can. And here, this is actually a trick that I learned from Simmarysims here on YouTube. If you don't know her, go check out her videos. They're amazing. But she always pulls out those little sticky notes from the debug catalog. They're from Parenthood. I think they're the ones that go on the little bulletin board or whatever you want to call that for like curfews and stuff. But they're in the debug catalog, and I never knew where to find them. I had been looking for them because I knew that they had to be there somewhere, but I couldn't find them. But it turns out that when you pick them up from out of the debug catalog, they're on the floor and you can't find them. So you can see them. So you have to raise them up using the 9 key, and then you'll see like a little sticky note popping up. And I think that is just the cutest thing. So now that I know that, I actually put those sticky notes on my fridges in every single build. I think it's the cutest. But yeah, here you can see me decorating the actual dining room. So the table in here is the actual dining table, and I also put a little coffee bar in here because I did have some space left in this room. It's a pretty big dining room, but it's a little bit of an awkward space. Here I went crazy with those white cups again. I really enjoy using those. Again, if they go smelly, I'm sorry. You can just you can just throw them away. But it looks cute for now, at least. So yeah, that is actually something that I would really love to have in real life, is a coffee bar like this. I am such a big coffee lover and also a tea lover, so I put a tea brewer up there as well as a coffee machine. That would just be so nice to be able to sit there on the bar stool and just drink your coffee and read a magazine, or sit there with your laptop and watch some videos or something like that. So yeah, here, as you can see, I moved on to the upstairs, and right now I'm furnishing the parents' bedroom, the master bedroom. I really, once again, enjoy the color scheme of the parents' bedroom. It's very like soft and a little bit neutral, more neutral. So it's a little bit less colorful than I initially went for with this house. You can see me as I'm progressing in the furnishing of this house. You can slowly see me going back to using like the more neutral colors, just because I'm used to doing that. But yeah, I do really enjoy the way this turned out. I really love the gray wallpaper and the light blue swatch of the bed frame. I think it just goes together so well. I really enjoy the lighter, more toned down colors, almost more pastel kind of colors. So yeah, the parents' bedroom is actually quite spacious as well. The upstairs floor plan, as I had mentioned in the beginning, is a little bit awkward. but it really suits this house as far as like maybe it has been upgraded a few times by different families and they try to make it suitable to their needs. So there is the parents' bedroom is up here, and then there is a kids' room, and those two bedrooms share a bathroom that is in between those rooms. And then the teen, as you will see in a little while, has the more awkward space upstairs. That room is a little bit more awkward space. Almost like it almost gives me the look and feel as if it's like an attic kind of space, but it's not, obviously, because it's on the first floor here. But that room does have its own bathroom because I had a small 4x4 space left that would be perfect for a bathroom. You'll see that later. So yeah, but I thought that would be pretty suitable for a teenager. So the parents gave the teen like their own little, their own little area in the house with their own little bathroom and just really a space of their own. So they have a lot of privacy. And yeah, as a teen, I would have loved to have that bedroom. But I also really like this bedroom. The kids' bedroom is obviously a lot smaller. But still very, playful and colorful and just very, I don't know, very cute looking. I went for lots of yellows in this house. For some reason, I was feeling the yellow, which is a color that makes me very happy and just makes me think of spring. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, in here, I went for the more pastel blue and yellow color combination, which I think is just the prettiest color combination ever. And I did want to put in some more skill building items for the kid. So I did put a drawing table in their bedroom, and I did imagine this kid to be very into cats. So I gave them a few, like a cat poster and a cat sticker, and yeah. I put in as many toys as I could. And here I am just furnishing the bathroom. It's a simple bathroom. It has a shower tub combination because I always like using the shower tub combination if I have the space for it. So that's what I went for in this little bathroom. It's a small bathroom and the kid and the parents have to share it. But that's all good. I usually try to go for en-suites in the parents' bedrooms, like in the master bedrooms. But for this build, I was like, you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. It's an older home. It's not it's not very modern. And it just didn't suit the build to give the parents an extra bathroom, like give them their own bathroom. That would be way too many bathrooms for a house like this. And yeah, here you can see me furnishing the teen's bedroom. As you can see here, it's a little bit awkwardly shaped, but it did work out very well in the end. I tried to go for lots of softer pinks and purple and orange in this room. I think it turned out very cute and very girly in that way. But obviously a guy could sleep in here as well. It really doesn't matter. But to me, it just, because it's the kind of room that I would have loved as a teen myself, I just kind of went for the colors that I would have went for if it really was my bedroom. So that's why I think it gives me the more girly vibes. So yeah, I love that I could make like a little corner like this for the desk and the laptop. I don't know, I just really love it when that happens. I never intentionally built that way, so whenever I end up with having like a little corner space to actually be able to put in a desk, I don't know, it just makes me so happy. It just looks so cozy and cute. And the tiny living stuff was actually perfect for this bedroom because I started building this home before tiny living came out. That's when I had started building the outside and the floor plan, and I already started furnishing like the living area and everything. And then once tiny living came out, I kind of put it aside for a little while because I wanted to build tiny homes. And then I came back to this house and then the furniture from Tiny Living really came in handy for this, especially for this bedroom. So which is why you can see me using lots of the furniture. I hope you're not tired of that furniture yet. I know that everyone has been building with it, but yeah, it's just such beautiful furniture. It's really so beautiful. I genuinely enjoy using it. And I also put a little keyboard in this bedroom because I would have loved to have one. So as a teen, so that's why I decided to put it in here. And I gave them their own little bathroom with just a shower and a toilet and a sink in there, so no tub. But yeah, I hope you're not tired of listening to my voice yet. This is definitely the longest voiceover I have ever done. So I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit scared and a little bit nervous for that. But yeah, I think it went all right. I hope you enjoyed my voiceover as well. I'm just decorating the backyard right now, and after that we're moving on to the screenshots. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching this longer video. I hope you enjoyed it. You can download this house off the gallery. My username is Simmarysims on the gallery. You can also find it under the hashtag Simmary or the hashtag Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Instagram if you'd like. My username is @Simmarysims on Instagram as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next build. Bye.